Life is a better place if you choose to set the pace. I know that it comes with ups and downs. On a daily we have to fight, try to live and to survive. Another day to get the drive. At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain. You'll be fine, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Spicy with Phina.
Love is big. Love can hold anger. Love can even hold hatred. It's all about the intention of what you want to do with it. This episode takes an added look at the workings of the world today and how our association should be weighed thoroughly before engagement. This is Spicy with Phina. Let's get to meet my guest, and when we come back, I'll give you the full gist. I'll be right back.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain.
Damilare Afolabi is the CEO of the brand The Lux Life. She also works as a customer success representative. Solomon Oko is a comedian with the stage name Bowl Joint and an on-air personality at Ninja FM.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all your pain.
Welcome back. It's Spicy with Phina. As you have seen, you've seen my guests already, and they are already sitting pretty. And Oga, your face get a seat take. What's happen? Thank you so much for coming, Bowl Joint. Good afternoon. Welcome to Spicy with Phina. Thank you so much for coming, huh? So just calm down now, like say you be calm person. Dammy, beautiful Dammy. How are you? Cool, calm and collected. Quite interesting. Good to have you anyways. Dammy, how are you? I like your names.
Thank you.
So I have a story, guys. This particular story, when I saw it, I was wondering why. I got to that point where I feel God actually said the heart of a man is desperately wicked. But let's read the story and then we can have our conversation. This is the story of two friends from childhood. They attended the same uni. While in school, one of them, Ada, had a boyfriend. And her bad behavior made him broke up with her. 1 year later, her other friend, Joy, and Ada's ex-boyfriend started dating. Ada felt betrayed, and it resulted to their fallout. 10 years down the line, they met again and they reconciled. That's Ada and Joy met again and they reconciled. Joy invited Ada to her house, only for Ada to stab Joy. And when the neighbors heard her scream, they rushed to the room. They had to tie Ada down to prevent her from running and rushed to the hospital. They rushed Joy to the hospital, where she was confirmed dead. Ada was arrested, but she showed no iota of remorse. And when she was questioned, she said Joy deceived her, betrayed her, and took her boyfriend 10 years ago. And this is her, getting back her revenge after 10 years.
Well, actually, I don't know why you invited me for this actual topic.
Because
I don't believe in love and blood.
You don't believe in love and blood?
Love and blood.
The thing is, as much as the story is love and blood, we want to also understand certain things. From the angle of the man now, do you think it's okay for a man to date the friend of his ex? Do you think it's all right? Like, nothing there now. By the way, we broke up 1 year ago. Can't I move on with my life? What's your take on it? Do you think it's okay?
As for me, I don't know. I don't know if any other person. I don't really fancy that.
Oh, you don't?
Because yes, to me,
Why?
I just felt it's that's when you call that word trust. You understand? So like me now, if my friend, anybody I call my friend, dating a girl, and then they broke up, and I maybe a few years or a year later or months later, I meet the girl. No matter how close we are, I'll just look slow. I will not, because I just feel I'm betraying my friend. No matter even if they have broken up for a very long time, let's auntie rest first.
Okay, because maybe the guy said feel say una two don dey run show.
Of course. So that's why I cannot do that. I won't. I won't.
So Dami, do you think it's okay to date your your ex-boyfriend's friend, or for your friend to date your ex-boyfriend? What's your take on it? You really breathe down well because you still get us still carry small.
This whole situation is tricky, right? It depends on the space of time, right? Okay. But this one, it seems like it's very early.
1 year later.
Well, it's not that early anyway.
No, 1 year is not so early.
1 year is not so early.
So to you, there's nothing wrong in it.
I was thinking.
I mean, we're talking about attraction here. You're not in control of what you feel, right? The guy might. You said that what made him break up with the other girl was her character.
Yeah.
And the other friend might be, very good. She might be, morally, she might be a very good girl. Okay. And I mean, best friends, they must have been, do you understand, showing face like for a very long time, and you probably had felt something for her.
So either way, you don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, it's not
Nobody
so
owns
bad.
anybody's life. Like it's my life. After 1 year, if I choose, I don't have control over.
But even if it's wrong for her to do that, it doesn't go to that extent of the other one
killing the other.
It's
not worth it. Yeah?
Not
That's
worth it
too
at all.
much.
So, but
she went just too far.
So if you have a friend now and you fall out with that friend some years back, maybe because of something like this. And after some years later, the person comes back, and you guys you reconcile again. Will you take that person very close? Or you go to fear and say, this one will just come, maybe. So is it okay to take a friend that you've had issues with in the past, and when they come back and you reconcile, is it still okay for your safety's sake to take them close to you, like nothing ever happened?
Let me understand your question very well. Are you saying if it's okay for a friend to take my girl on? I don't know.
No, like you now.
Okay.
You have your own party, like a guy friend.
Yeah, a guy friend.
We carry your ex-girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying.
If una don't fall out that time, you vex, say, guy, why you go to date my ex-girlfriend? I feel say you don't date her since. And now, the guy can say, I bet me no vex now. Una two come turn party back. You go carry and close, as in you go draw and close to you. Will it be that friend that you used to be? Yeah,
see, it will be a limit. There will be a limit. I will not deny the fact that he won't be my friend or whatever.
Okay.
We'll still be friends, but when you don't come to that woman, hey, okay, wait, you don't want to do that. See, you see this life,
you set boundaries.
People, I don't know how people, set the boundaries, but I don't know how people take life. So people take it too serious. There's nothing in this life. Whatever you feel you want to, like maybe you feel that somebody hurt you. It's just a process of learning. You learn from it and you know how to tackle it in any other time if it comes again. Okay. So that it's not up to, it won't go to the extent of you taking another one's life.
To the extreme.
Me, my own, I would just tell you, if I would just say, look, you don't show me before. Exactly. I will never introduce my girl. In fact, even my neighbor, I'm not going to introduce her to you.
Now I see you set boundaries.
So I'll just set that boundary.
For this one. You still be pally for year, but this one.
But for this one, no. That's what I would do. That's just it. So I don't feel it's okay. I can trust you on anything, but for woman matter, Baba, see now your own.
So for friend where you fall out with, if you still want to reconcile, if you still trust them.
Yeah, I can still trust.
Think same thing. We're different.
Okay. We're different species. Do you understand? Okay. He's a man, I'm a lady.
Of course.
When you there was this man that was saying who had an opportunity to, go to heaven. And he said it's funny how he saw more women in hell than in heaven.
In heaven, yes.
Women are emotional beings. Do you understand? And it's different from a man who is logical. So men don't really take things to heart. But women are very deep, you know. And so when this kind of thing happens, they probably will take it to, you know, another extent. And then it takes the love of God. It cannot be underemphasized. It takes the love of God for you to have, you know, this love retained, even when you feel like somebody hurt you in the past. Do you understand? So for this lady, I think she didn't. Another thing is she didn't tackle that problem, you know, at that time. If she had probably sat down with her friend and, you know, they talked things out, and then the other friend probably said, oh, this was why, you know, I decided to date this guy, you know, and stuff like that. And then she probably also said what was in her mind. I feel like it wouldn't get to this. She get. So for it to, and when hate is accumulated over time, it gets really crazy
what kind
and
of
dangerous.
hate can accumulate for over 10
Apart
years?
from
10
the hate,
years.
10 years.
you know-
So there's every tendency that maybe probably this lady is not in any very healthy relationship, because I
Probably.
feel if you had issues in the past and 10 years have gone by, a lot have happened. Is it that you did not meet another guy that showed you much love?
Because it feels like she doesn't
Probably.
have much to lose.
Probably, maybe the relationship between those, the other one now, the dead one, and the so-called ex-boy is really flowing very well. Maybe they don't marry and things they flow. The guy said, if you don't harm and something, they say, this is what I would have been enjoying. This girl can't go, no, she, you know, she said, she will pay for this. So probably that's what happened.
I think so.
So a lot of things might be the reason why all this now. But to me, whatever it is, until never reach where you go carry knife, except you don't work for about 12. I don't understand.
Okay, so if that be the case, that means you guys are saying no matter what, this kind of situation is not something one should have even gone to the extreme, because what she did is an extreme action.
Yeah,
Kill somebody
obviously.
for something that has happened 10 years ago.
10 years ago,
No,
that's
that's
crazy.
high.
Plus,
That's
she must
crazy.
have been idle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because if she's into any healthy
If she
relationship
holds,
as of now,
if she has so much to lose, you probably have a family of your own. You have a good job. You have, you know, things that you don't want to lose for anything. You won't want to go to jail for the rest of
Honestly,
your life.
You're right.
Do you understand?
The
Because
worst-
of one
she
boyfriend
must have
that
been single and bitter. all
Yes,
those
you
and
get
years.
it.
the worst you can do is like this girl cease to be my friend from now till death. Do us apart. That's the truth. That's how I would put it. If just the worst you can go, the highest.
But there are some delicate
But then
situations
again-
that you cannot, when you for that Joy girl now, they reconciled 2 weeks before the incident.
That is concern to take drag and call me.
God bless
Obviously.
you. So you now, we don't collect person boyfriend 10 years ago. So her now, she no reason say, okay, this one, if you don't forget it, don't happen.
True.
That was why she came to her dad's place without anything in her mind.
And she probably
So
felt
the question now
remorseful.
be say, how can you, me personally, if I have issues with people, and even if I forgive them and we reconcile, for my safety, I try to watch things. I don't just
course.
leave myself prakata
True
with you.
that.
You give me food, I eat. I go dey watch,
Yeah.
because the heart of man, you can't tell.
crazy.
Can't
Yeah.
tell.
We have to go on a quick break. Before when we come back, we'll talk of that heart of man. God, it did gone. Let's go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
At Spicy with Phina, we understand all the pains.
Welcome back. It's still Spicy with Phina, and we're discussing frenemies. So I was telling you guys initially that the heart of a man is desperately wicked, like the Bible says. But at the same time, at what point do we draw the line? You know, I was saying, for me, if I have a friend and we quarrel before, even if we reconcile, I've forgiven you, we're fine. But there are certain boundaries I will create for my own safety. So for you, what do you think? What are that draw line? Or are you the type that can just draw the friend close and everything is fine, like nothing ever happened?
Wisdom is profitable to direct. So when you probably had a fallout with somebody, you can't completely, it has to be like little by little. Do you understand?
Okay.
So what you do first is watch that person. Do you understand? To know, and you also have to pray, because nobody knows the heart of a man.
You're right.
Do you understand? And then you have to set boundaries. What happened before that caused the fallout? You have to be careful Do you understand? And make sure that you rectify that before, you allow that person into your personal space again. Yeah.
Well, do you think the same thing?
Well, to me, what I understand is, actually, in the real sense, if and human beings' lives, if two friends don't quarrel, automatically you are not friends.
Yes, so you break up to make up.
God bless you. And you sabi. Everybody call that to So like that was saying, so if you don't have one issue or the other, you won't understand each other. That's just it. But just like I told you, you just learn everybody's weak points.
Okay.
By the time you know the weak point, you know how to handle it.
You can even use their strength to cover up
their
for
strength
their
to cover. God bless you. So that's just it.
Some people are not bad, but you can say, guy, as much as say this one.
I know. It's not because when you talk about the quarrel and then you give him that gap, it depends on what happened, what transpired between both of you. You understand? If now the one way we say you will give him a total chance, you definitely your guy until you have to. But if not, there are some things you just like
and if you don't saw the person and you realize the person have actually changed, and you see some positive vibes from the person, maybe you can then consider.
Nobody's worth killing anybody. No, God no give you right to kill anybody.
Exactly.
You understand? So no be you created. Now God created the way He created you. So
I would like find out how person won't identify frenemies, like friends where they around you, where you feel say these are potential enemies. What think be those things where they go they do that can make you know that this person will say, no, get my interest at heart. What are the pointers?
For example, number one, if like okay, I don't know how to put this now. Maybe you guys are pursuing one thing, one goal. Maybe he had the opportunity, he or she had the opportunity to okay, I don't get my woman, I drag my friend, put in just well, maybe she everybody carry across this life. Some of them will just say this life not per head. Let her come and carry her own cross. Me, I don't try to do my own. Just know say that person will be your friend.
That's when if you watch out for you.
You know if you watch out for you, because I have a friend that I know his weak point, but when it comes to this aspect, as they do you want, he go say, then go take bro joint. Oh yeah, start coming now. That kind of person is who you call your friend.
Your friend.
You understand? I will stand. It's okay. Baba, somebody they come, but he never come. I bet I will take do But when you have a friend and on top of they fight for that, maybe the actual number of people they need, maybe there will be like 5 or 10. He could not go fight for only himself. Forget that he has a friend that is pursuing that same thing, that same stuff. So automatically, if you have that kind of person as a friend, my sister begin to withdraw. Don't say this one not be your friend. So that's one issue too about. But when it comes to maybe like this relationship thing, because they go your back, you look and say, all of us now blood they flow through our veins. We are human beings, so this one
no reach for me.
No reach for me to just say, or just say you never, except is your wife where you don't marry and you can't do that kind of thing. Now you go look and say, you do this kind of thing to me. No, you are not my friend. But if it's your girlfriend and he does that, you don't look and say, okay, and like this, you might be angry with him, but at a point you let it go and then both of you continue whatever you're doing. Just that when it comes to that relationship, you say, guy, I won't go see one of my girlfriends. Say, I'm not following you. No follow me. I don't see your part one. No come do that one. That's a different thing. So I don't know if you understand where I'm trying to just break it down to you, just separate it. So that's just it.
What's your take on it?
First off, let me go back to like the other time when we were talking about time. So if we're saying, okay, like what he said, your friends, you just make sure that you know their weaknesses, and obviously, because if you try to separate from people, you won't have people around. Do you understand? No one is an island. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But if we're talking about time, I was referring to time.
Okay.
So if you had a fallout with somebody 10 years ago, and then the person comes back to be your friend, you have to be very careful. Do you understand? Because you've not been in that person's life for a long time. So you don't know, how experiences have changed them and all of that. Then coming to this, right? This one is very tricky.
Okay.
What you do first off is just be, like I said, just be watchful. But you still cannot say
You mean you
that.
cannot identify?
You still cannot.
So if I'm your
entirely
friend like this, if I'm not your friend like this, and maybe you tell me, Phina, I want to do this, and I advise you and say, don't do it, and maybe tomorrow you realize I was doing the same thing.
Obviously,
of course, you look at it. I don't have your interest at heart.
Of course,
you know. And if there is some advice that you get from, you meet me as your friend, and I advise you. You meet another person, and another person advises you, and then you put both advice on the table, and you're like, okay, two things. You see that this person just gave advice based on what she feels or she thinks, or the person just wants to mislead you. Either way, because there are some people who would want to drag people out of their relationship
but
with advice.
Who do you call your friend in the first place? Do you understand? Who do you call your friend? You don't just meet somebody today and then because you guys are cool, you become friends with the person. No, you have to watch. Do you understand?
The person over time.
So now, so before you call this person your friend, obviously this person must have, exhibited these characters before. Do you understand? So you know that I know this person cannot be my friend. But these days, everybody is everybody's friend, and we really have to be careful about the people we bring into our personal space. It doesn't mean you should hate people.
Of course, now we're not talking about
Yes. So,
but that personal space, as in the people you draw that close.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
so and aside that, you have to be prayerful. Pray.
Yes. So
Thank God, Holy Ghost fire. Everybody. Anybody that doesn't have my interest at heart, Holy Ghost fire. Lord, separate.
You're right, God has a way of removing such
He
people
always
out
does.
of your way.
Always does.
You're right. You might just think, I'm no more together with these people.
Yeah.
It is God playing.
It's God that is playing his part.
For you.
Yeah.
You're right.
But
So
that word, friends, people, we always misunderstood what it means. You understand? We take it as when we don't hang out,
we don't talk friends.
Don't talk friends.
There's
one go on party, we don't be friends. We they go watch one movie. No.
There's more to it.
There's more to it.
So if I drive your points home, for somebody you've had fallout with, even if you draw the person close, like he said, there should be boundaries.
Yeah.
At least if you know the thing we make una fall out before, you try to, and you also mentioned prayer, which is the fundamental key in everything, both in association, in everything. Thank you so much, guys. You guys have done so well to this topic. I'm really glad you both came. And as usual, Spicy with Phina have a gift for our guest, and that's is for you.
Ooh.
Even though
I think that way won't give us.
I understand. I sure do understand. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We've come to the end of today's episode, and if you're watching, nothing, like Bojoy said, is what's killing anybody for, because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. The best you can do is invest in yourself. Be a better person. Be happy. If you're happy, you will not be grudging over people. Like, you won't have time for 10 years, If you're happy, if you've built your life, if you've done everything that makes you happy, trust me, you don't have time for, negative people. And, what do you do? Please spend time improving yourself. And above all, God, though, you see, prayer is the only answer to all problems. As much as we know, people will say money answereth all things. Well, prayer is the bottom line, is the baseline. So please, I urge everyone to, keep themselves safe and try as much as they can to live a happy life with people around you. Thank you so much for watching. Please follow us on all our social media handle, on Facebook, on Instagram as Spicy with Phina. Please send us your stories, if you have stories, to spicywithphina@gmail.com. And if you'd like to come on the show, please call the number on your screen and we will, get you on the show. I have to go now. I wish I could stay longer, but I have to go. See ya all next week. Have a blessed day.
You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Spicy with Phina is a talk show that addresses life issues. Free to share with us.